So, how did it all begin?
Well, it all started with two guys.
This is Ed.
And this is Matt.
They were working together at the University of Manchester.
Ed was head of web and IT, and Matt was a web designer.
Which was all well and good, but they wanted to do something different.
So they branched out on their own.
We'd like to say it was then that Reason Digital began.
But starting out wasn't easy.
In the early days, they took whatever job they could to pay the bills.
So back then, they were making kitchen and double glazing websites.
But it just wasn't fulfilling.
So they decided early on to focus on what was important to them.
And that was charities.
They didn't want to make rich people richer.
They wanted to use their skills for good.
They weren't going to get good at getting people to buy as much as possible, or gamble, or get a payday loan.
They were going to get good at convincing people to volunteer, or make a donation, or get support online.
Many charities at the time didn't really get the internet.
They didn't have the budget for it.
The internet back then was a luxury.
And so they wanted to give them a leg up.
Because they could see that the internet was, as cliche as it sounds, the future.
So it was then that Reason Digital began.
Except it didn't really have a name yet.
So they brainstormed.
Sprout was suggested.
And then Huddle.
But thankfully they didn't choose either of those.
They were terrible.
They wanted to put the reason in digital.
And so, Reason Digital was born.
On 1st of February 2008.
To two very proud parents.
The first office was Matt's spare bedroom at home.
Then as the team grew, it was in his living room.
But one day, Matt was ill.
He took the day off work.
Only to walk out of his bedroom to get some toast and water, to find four men looking up at him from their desks.
It was at that moment they realised that they needed a proper office.
So we moved.
And we worked hard.
And we grew.
And we moved.
And we worked even harder.
And we grew.
And then we moved again.
And now there's over 40 of us. There's web developers,
Designers and illustrators.
Content producers.
Start living researchers.
Marketing maestros.
Project managers.
Office managers.
Our CEO.
And Matt and Ed, of course.
Over the years, we've worked with some incredible organisations.
Challenging poverty in the UK.
Working to find a cure for dementia.
Fighting to make sure no one dies from meningitis.
Saving children's lives and fighting for their rights.
Championing healthcare.
And more than we'd ever be able to cover here. We've even come up with some ideas of our own, which use digital for social good.
Like our app to help sex workers stay safe from attackers.
Or a website that helps businesses track their CSR activity.
Or the book that we wrote on digital fundraising.
Whatever we're working on, every day we come to work knowing that we are making a difference.
It's not just a piece of code or a design to perfect.
It's not just words, it's a message.
We do a little good with digital.
Plus, in 2015, we got an ice cream machine, which is pretty good.
But it's not the Mr. Whippy that keeps us going.
It's seeing the difference we make.
So that's our story. We're going to wrap this up now before our illustrator Alex's hands fall off.
If you'd like to chat to us,
Work with us.
Or join us.
You can find us here.
www.reasondigital.com.
hello@reasondigital.com.
On Twitter at Reason Digital. Or call us on
0161 660 7949.